All right, this will be for the con assignment. Identify points, lines, line segments, rays, and angles. All right, so I took some notes here. A line is a straight set of points that extend in opposite directions without ending. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and it has the arrowheads on both ends to show that it goes in opposite directions without ending. A ray is a part of a line that has one endpoint and extends in one direction without ending. Okay, so this is the ray right here. The point without the arrowhead, that's called the endpoint. Okay, and the other side has an arrowhead to indicate that it keeps going in one direction. All right, so it has one endpoint. That's a ray. And a line segment is part of a line between two endpoints. Okay, so here's the line segment, and you can see it has two endpoints. So I just made a chart right here to summarize. Okay, we're not going to do the naming of the segments, rays, and lines in this exercise, but the number of endpoints, the segment has two endpoints, the ray has one endpoint, and the line has 0 endpoints. Okay, and this column here is how many directions it continues in. The segment does not continue in any direction. The ray continues forever in one direction, and the line continues forever in both directions. Okay, so it says which of these is a point? Choose one answer. Okay, and a point would be if it were just one dot like this. Okay, but this one's a segment, this is a line, this is a line. Okay, those are two rays. So none of these are a point. Okay, it would have to be just one dot in order to be a point. So it's none of these. Okay, which item describes this figure? This right here is a curve. Okay, so it cannot be considered a line or a ray or a segment, and it's certainly not an angle. Okay, and it's not a point, so it's none of these. Okay, if it were a line or a line segment, it would have to be straight. Okay, and it says which of these is an angle? Okay, let's see. So I'm not sure here because they're asking which of these is an angle. An angle is the part that is made by the two lines or rays. Okay, this would be an angle right here. So I'm not sure if they consider this an angle because they're not really pointing to that portion of it. All right. So it's going to be either answer B or none of these. All right, C is a point, D is a line segment, E is none of these. I'm going to try answer B because this would be an angle if they're referring to this part here. If it's not B, it's none of the above. Okay. So let me just see their solution here. An angle is the figure formed by two rays meeting at a common endpoint. Okay, so yes, this is a ray right here, and this is a ray right here. All right, which term describes this figure? Well, we can see that's just a point. Okay, it's just a dot. It indicates location. So that's just a point. Which of these is a line segment? Okay, remember a line segment has two endpoints. All right. So it doesn't look like it's here. If it were a line segment, it would be like this. It would be like that with an endpoint here and an endpoint there. Okay, that's a line segment. But we don't have that here. This is a point. It's a line. That's an angle. This is also a line. It just has the points on it. It's none of the above. All right, which term describes this figure? Well, you can see here it has one endpoint, and then it continues forever in this direction because you can see the arrowhead right here. So if it has one endpoint and it continues forever in one direction, that's a ray. Okay, which of these is a point? It's just going to be a dot.